Then guys, let me clarify also something on another situation. Jeremy Frimpong. Jeremy Frimpong doesn't have a release clause now in the sense that it's something new. The release clause of Jeremy Frimpong is there since 2 years ago and is still the same. 35 up to 40 million euros. Is around 35 plus the solidarity payment you need to make to the former clubs of Jeremy Frimpong in terms of transfer. So let's say something close to 40 million euros for Jeremy Frimpong. The clause is there, the clause is available this summer, and many clubs are aware about that. Also because Jeremy Frimpong feels this is the right moment to go to say goodbye to Bayer Leverkusen after fantastic years together. Let me say that Liverpool interest is genuine because Liverpool are exploring this opportunity. Liverpool are interested in the player. Liverpool need to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold, who will go to Real Madrid, and Jeremy Frimpong is a player they like. Then there are also other clubs in the race, but Liverpool interest is for sure confirmed. So let's see then how it will advance. Let's see what Liverpool will decide to do, because we know that Liverpool will be quite busy. The centre-back, potentially the left-back, Milos Kerkez remains a name in the list. Then let's see what they want to do up front and with the midfielders. So it's going to be an important summer for Liverpool. We know how impactful will be also the future of Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, the players who might leave Liverpool in the summer, and so change also financially the budget. But Jeremy Frimpong for 35 million euros is a situation that they are monitoring at Liverpool to be informed on the player. So Liverpool, let's say this, are well informed on the situation of Jeremy Frimpong. Then there are more clubs, and so we will be following the situation of the Dutch right back. Then guys, I want to clarify just quickly on Liverpool. I have tons of messages here on my YouTube account in the comments. Guys, at the moment, from what I'm hearing, Liverpool are not in negotiations for Kevin De Bruyne. Liverpool have not approached Kevin De Bruyne. Liverpool are not talking to Kevin De Bruyne. So that's the case as far as I'm aware. Then Kevin De Bruyne is speaking to several clubs. I told you about Chicago Fire and more. So there will be conversations with more clubs. Chicago Fire really consider an obsession Kevin De Bruyne. So let's see how it goes, or if he decides to stay in Europe, but I'm not aware of Kevin De Bruyne being in conversations with Liverpool. Then guys, important to mention, on Trent is that the situation is still exactly the same between Trent, Liverpool and Real Madrid. The deal for Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid is at the final stages, just waiting for the formal steps, just waiting to sign all the contracts, just waiting to complete all the documents, and so that's the direction of the story. Real Madrid. At the moment, no changes in the conversation, in the situation with Liverpool. Then we will follow the story till the end, till he signs the contract, and so we wait for the formal steps, but it's important to remind once again that Trent Alexander-Arnold is expected to join Real Madrid despite the social media stuff, the celebrations and all the rest. That's the feeling. Then, if something changes, I will come here and tell you, but that's not the case as of today, from what I'm hearing. Then guys, let's touch a bit on another story of the week. Mateusz Cunha, an important story from a few days ago. I was telling you how
Kevin De Bruyne and Jeremy Frimpong have both been linked with moves to Liverpool as the club prepares for a new era under Arne Slot. With Jurgen Klopp stepping down and a new tactical vision taking shape, the Reds are expected to be active in the transfer market, and these two names are among the most intriguing. Kevin De Bruyne, arguably one of the greatest midfielders of the modern Premier League era, is reportedly considering his next career move. Now 33 and entering the final stretch of his Manchester City contract, De Bruyne has attracted interest from Saudi Arabia, Major League Soccer, and a few ambitious European sides. However, reports in recent days suggest that Liverpool could be a surprise contender. A move between two direct rivals is rare, but not impossible, especially if the player is seeking a new challenge and City are looking to refresh their aging midfield. From a Liverpool perspective, the addition of De Bruyne would bring world-class creativity, vision, and experience, qualities that could help the squad transition smoothly under Slot. While Liverpool already has a promising midfield core with Alexis Mac Allister, Dominic Szoboszlai, and Curtis Jones, none possess De Bruyne's elite passing range or match-winning pedigree. Even at this stage of his career, his impact could be immediate. Of course, there are obstacles. City would be extremely reluctant to sell to a domestic rival, and De Bruyne's wages are among the highest in the league. But if Liverpool were able to pull off this audacious move, it could signal their intention to challenge for major trophies right away under the new manager. Meanwhile, Jeremy Frimpong continues to be a hot topic at Anfield. The Dutch right wing-back had a phenomenal season with Bayer Leverkusen, playing a key role in Xabi Alonso's unbeaten league campaign. With 14 goal contributions in all competitions, Frimpong was one of the most exciting attacking defenders in Europe this season. His pace, technical ability, and aggressive forward runs make him a perfect fit for a high-pressing, dynamic system, exactly the kind of football Arne Slot is expected to bring to Liverpool. Frimpong is also comfortable playing as a right winger or in a back five, giving Liverpool tactical flexibility. With Trent Alexander-Arnold's role under Slot still unclear, whether he'll continue as a right back or move into midfield permanently, Frimpong could provide cover, competition, or even form part of a dual right-sided setup that gives Liverpool even more attacking width. The 23-year-old has a reported €40 million release clause, which could make him a bargain in today's inflated market. However, Liverpool may need to move quickly, as Manchester United and Bayern Munich are also showing strong interest. Still, the allure of joining a historic club like Liverpool, combined with the chance to play in the Premier League under a fellow Dutch manager, could be key factors in Frimpong's decision. At this stage, both transfers remain speculative. De Bruyne's potential arrival would be one of the most shocking moves of the decade, while Frimpong seems like a more realistic target with genuine upside. For Liverpool, these rumours reflect an aggressive and ambitious outlook, not just rebuilding, but reloading with elite talent. With the transfer window approaching, and Liverpool entering a transformative summer, these two names are definitely ones to keep an eye on. Whether it's De Bruyne adding world-class experience, or Frimpong injecting pace and youth into the back line, these potential moves could define Liverpool's next chapter. Trent Alexander-Arnold has once again been linked with a move away from Liverpool as top European clubs continue to monitor his contract situation closely. The England international, currently one of the most influential players at Anfield, has just 1 year remaining on his deal, which has sparked growing speculation that Liverpool may have to make a tough decision this summer. Real Madrid remains the club most heavily linked with a potential move. Reports from Spain suggest that Los Blancos see Alexander-Arnold as the ideal long-term successor to Dani Carvajal, and are prepared to make a significant offer to test Liverpool's resolve. The Spanish giants admire Trent's technical ability, composure under pressure, and his unique hybrid role that blends defensive work with midfield creativity. Paris Saint-Germain is another club that has entered the conversation. With Luis Enrique aiming to rebuild after the departure of Kylian Mbappé, PSG sees the addition of a world-class fullback as a key part of their long-term strategy. They believe Alexander-Arnold could bring leadership and a new level of tactical flexibility to their side, especially in Champions League pursuits. Liverpool, for their part, remain determined to keep Trent at the club. The board has reportedly made extending his contract a top priority, viewing him as central to the next era under new head coach Arne Slot. However, the uncertainty surrounding the new project and the recent departures of key players like Jurgen Klopp and several backroom staff members have introduced an element of doubt. The situation is further complicated by Alexander-Arnold's growing ambitions. Having already won the Premier League, Champions League, and several other trophies with Liverpool, he may be tempted by a new challenge abroad, especially with Real Madrid offering a shot at continued European dominance. Financially, Liverpool would demand a premium fee for their academy product. Early reports suggest any deal would need to exceed €80 to €100 million, which only a handful of clubs could realistically afford. Still, if contract negotiations stall and a renewal isn't agreed upon soon, the pressure could mount on Liverpool to consider offers rather than risk losing him for free next summer. At the moment, Trent remains focused on his football, preparing for the upcoming season and committed to helping Liverpool succeed under their new leadership. But with his future unresolved and elite clubs circling, this is certainly a transfer saga to keep a very close eye on as the window unfolds. If Liverpool cannot lock him down soon, we could be looking at one of the biggest and most shocking moves of the summer.